Hey guys, I was actually just checking out a new channel's video, something meat puppets or something like that. The rebellious meat puppets. Okay, so I was checking that out. Seemed like an interesting video, but this thought kept popping in my head. This is like the third time now, so I'm just gonna make a video and get it over with. So where does inspiration come from? Where does these thoughts come from? These are all things you should be questioning. But anyways, so there's a channel I mention all the time because honestly, outside of a few channels I'm subscribed to now, it would be, I guess you could say, the channel that led me to looking at reality. Or, well, I guess Mandela effects would be the channels that made me really question reality. But a channel I related to for a long time, and I mentioned it on this channel a bunch of times, is Quantum Conscious. The guy that makes the channel's name's Matt. Uh, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people say he's nasty and abusive towards his subscribers. Again, I haven't seen any evidence of this, just comments. But and I do want to say as well that I just allowed one of those random pops. But anyways, I do want to say I haven't watched his channel in years, probably two or more years. Every once in a while, a video will pop up and something will tell me to watch it, and I take from it what I want and I leave what I don't want. But but I do want to say this: what this guy's become. Again, I don't know him personally. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. I'm just getting this shit off my chest. It's sort of a guy that is like all by himself with his cats. He's made two or three I've seen over the years now videos. I don't know if this is a thing anymore. Maybe now he is very close to it. Again, I'm making assumptions here, but I've seen probably two or three different times where he would upload videos and say something about like a family reunion coming up and how he's not going to go and how this and that. It's just like, man, I don't know. I think he should go. First off, because you don't know what's going on in these people's minds. For all you know, your Aunt Debbie and your Uncle Phil are like secretly like watching your videos behind closed doors and maybe even hiding it from their spouse, even, like watching on their phone and while they're dropping or do something. For all you know, these people are fans of yours but are so worried about running the script that they just play that role of, oh yeah, that crazy Matt guy. A lot of people are very weak and they won't even be the real them. Very scripted, controlled by societal norms, like totally brainwashed. But first off, you don't know who's actually just lying to you, and they're just playing a role because they don't want to be judged because they don't have the strength that you have to stand in your truth. A lot of people ain't like that. But anyways, and second off, it because he can't have a meaningful conversation with anybody in his family, he feels alienated to them, and that's sad to me. That's sad to me. It sucks that this reality does that to people who question things. It's literally programmed into the minds of the masses, into the reality, into the avatar, to judge those that question things. The human avatar sort of a wants an NPC existence, or they are NPC something. They want this sort of regimented Groundhog's Day reality where they drink coffee at the exact same time every morning, do their dishes at the exact same time. Like they want this NPC sort of robotic type reality. But it's sad, but really, like, what happens at the end of the day is he becomes alienated. He becomes a guy that's all by himself with his cats, and uh, some people say he's a shell. Some people say he's a Matrix puppet. He could be. I don't know at this point. He could be. But I will say, if I was him in his shoes, what I would do is go to the family gathering and greet your Uncle Phil and your aunt, whatever the hell I said. I'm just making names up. I don't know who his uncle and auntie are, or whoever it is that comes to his family reunions. I have a very small family, uh, but so it's like family get-togethers aren't a thing. I don't really know how it works, but I would go and I would associate with these people, and I would be the most mature, most spiritually advanced, most pleasant, peaceful soul at the party. That's what I would do. I would say, "Hey, Uncle Phil, how you been?" Oh, why are you asking? Anyways, I've been fine. Even if he's smug and nasty, just you stay positive and genuine. You stay the angelic entity that you've become. You just say, all right, I was just asking, Uncle Phil, just seeing how you're doing. Yeah, small talk. Oh, hey, Aunt Beverly, how you been? Oh, why? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You know, but that's fine. I was just small talk, just small. I'm not much into small talk myself, to be honest with you. Just kind of pleasantries. Just be the most positive, gentle one out of everybody. You can make sort of poke at them to wake them up comments like I just made. That wasn't a peaceful comment that I just made. That was like a smug type poke at them comment. You can still be peaceful and make comments like that. You can point out the obvious, the obvious things, uh, and they won't be able to argue it in the moment. But anyways, I would if I was him, I would go there and I would be a better person than every single other person at that party. That's what I would do. I wouldn't bring up things that I know annoy people. It sucks not being able to talk about the things that are interesting to you. I get that, but I wouldn't bring up conspiracies. I wouldn't say no conspiracy stuff. If somebody brought it up to me, I would answer them honestly about whatever question they asked, but I would remain the most positive one there, even when I can see that it's a haha got you type of question or questionnaire that they're throwing at you. Be aware of what's happening. I'm not saying be stupid. I'm saying be a better, more mature, positive, angelic like human being than they ever were. And show that the path of truth doesn't just lead you to a place of being locked up in your own house with a tinfoil hat on, talking to the walls crazy, that it actually led you to a place of beauty and harmony and peace. Uh, that's what I would say to Matt from Contour Conscious if I sat down with him. I would just tell him that. Like, if I was you, dude, I would go to those fucking family get togethers and just be a better person than the rest of them. And that's not really that hard if they're being nasty people. It's not like there's this huge difference between you and them. Like, they're making pokey, nasty type comments, and you're just avoiding it. You're actually being the bigger man. Let me tell you something, like, it's hard to be the bigger man. In actual reality, it's much easier to be primitive low and attack people that attack you and be the mirror man. I love being the mirror man. I love righteousness. If someone slaps me, I got a slap waiting for them. But to be honest, when I'm in the presence of somebody that's like pure light, pure harmony, these people are super rare. These people are super rare. Um, I feel very spiritually immature. And you could say that I'm advanced to the average NPC. I'm like a level 4 trooper or something. I don't know exactly if we could grade it in a way, but there may be level 5 or level 6 truthers walking amongst us. Um, Remember, this was a developmental process to come to these sort of conclusions for me, anyways. I didn't come out the womb talking about Soul Trap or Dookie Boy Realm or Misery Suffering Realm. I didn't come out the womb like that. I always questioned everything. I think, I guess you could say I came out the womb intelligent enough to question things, even official stories. Like, I never had trust for officials. So you could say I came out the womb like that, but I did not come to these conclusions. It took me years and years and years of being a truther and being into bizarre fun. Oh, now I'm into UFOs. Now I'm into the JFK assassination. Now I'm into this conspiracy. Like, from one to another. I played that hamster wheel for a long time. And that's what this reality does. If there ain't a new conspiracy to talk about, it'll create one. If there ain't a new drama in celebrities to talk about, it'll create one. If there ain't a new drama in deep conscious thoughts for them to think about, it'll create one. This is a distraction machine. It's just there to distract you from the actual hard truth. And the hard truth is tough for most people. It's tough for me. That's why I can say it with confidence. Like, you can't argue with me. I guarantee you I'm tougher than you. Not every person watching this, but most people I've been through hell, I promise you. And it's tough for me. So it's like, I was designed to deal with this stuff, really. And I have trouble dealing with it. I have trouble dealing with it. So the average person, it's not that they can't have these thoughts, it's literally that they can't have these thoughts. Do you understand what I mean? I know that what I just said was contrary. Okay. Their brain literally can't take on as truth what I'm saying because I went through hell and misery and I have trouble taking it on. What the fuck do I expect from some regular soccer mom to just all of a sudden come to the realization that this is a soul trap hell realm? Hell no, she would never. She can't. They literally can't. I almost can't. And I'm tough. I think, and that's the best way to put it. I don't want to say it that way because it sounds like, oh, I'm tough. Like, it sounds corny as fuck to say you're tough. But I've been through hell. I promise you, I've been through a lot of just nastiness in my life, traumas and violence and just horrible situations. Uh, but so I can deal with most nastiness that other people can't deal with. And I'm beat down by this reality too. That's why it's just a difficult, being a truther is a difficult path to walk. It's not easy on the mind. You're literally walking into madness. That's why I should name this video. Being the truther is walking into madness. It is. It'll drive you crazy. Seeking the truth. First off, because there is no such thing. Second off, because it's also everywhere simultaneously, even though there is no such thing. Third off, because it's like, and you have a drive inside of you to make you seek truth and truth above all. You are the truth-seeking master. That's your whole purpose in life is truth. You're programmed to find truth all the time, and then shoved into a realm where there's none. So you're just stuck like, what is this, like a brain fry fucking machine or something? Is this a fry your brain, drive you insane fucking retardo world machine? Like, what is this reality supposed to be for us? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It's bizarre and stupid and dumb. And it's like, if you point that out, you're negative or pessimistic. It's like, no, I'm not, man. If we were sitting in the movie theater and we just watched a 3-hour movie and every second of it was miserable, and I said, man, that movie sucked, would you go, Chris, you're pessimistic? No, you'd agree with me. You just can't agree with me because your brain, if I'm talking to the NPCs right now, because your brain isn't big enough to agree with me, or not your brain isn't big enough, your brain isn't tough enough to agree with me. So you have to call me pessimistic. But the truth is, I'm not pessimistic. I'm just telling you that the movie sucked. I'm just telling you that the movie sucked. I'm actually not pessimistic. I'm actually stupidly optimistic. I realized it kind of works against me when I think about something. It's like, I'm stupidly optimistic in actual reality. I'm not a pessimistic person at all. I always see the best in people. I'm stupidly optimistic, to be honest with you. But if I make, think about that. So you have a human, think about how much time do I got? Think about what I just said. So you have a human being that's honestly stupidly, and I'm aware of it, and other people were. I mean, other people have told me too. But anyways, I'm stupidly optimistic. So you have a person that is super optimistic, happy-go-lucky. So if that personality type, makes truther videos in the reality that they're in, people will view them as pessimistic and negative. That should tell you that right there is more proof or evidence this is a dark ass realm. If you just tell people literally, if you just tell people what's going on, people say you're dark, you're evil, you're negative, you're pessimistic. It's like, so why do you do? Well, okay, I get that it's a hard truth. It is. It's like me smashing your soul with negativity. But it's like, yeah, but why do you always seek a mental comfort zone? Like, are you ever going to grasp any type of truth? But like, I really believe that they can't. So maybe they're crazier than we are. Maybe that's what it is. This was a theory of mine, is that maybe they, like, think about if you were a real street type of cold-hearted killer type of dude. Let's say you were really that crazy. Like, you were the type willing to kill. And I told you that you're in a realm where a bunch of elite bastards are keeping you as a slave and blah, blah. Again, that's like level 2 or whatever truth. But you may be inclined to go and start murking motherfuckers out because you don't play that shit. Like, what? You're saying somebody's holding me down? Somebody's got to go. Like, there are people that are really that way, or about that life, I guess. Like, they really don't fuck around. So if they take on what I'm saying as truth, now they have to go and find somebody. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they may just be more crazier than we are. They may just be more tough, more like cold ass. I ain't playing that game. If I take on your truth, then I got to go murk somebody out. I ain't letting nobody fuck with me. I don't think that person actually exists in reality. I think reality is scripted to make it where that person never actually exists. But anyways, what was this video originally about? I got on here with some topic. One sec, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this one up. This one's meant to be a long video, but and again, I may be dipping again, but well, I would say in my mind again, I may be dipping into things I just don't understand. Like somebody, it's easy for me from the outside looking in, coming in with this positive perspective. You just go there and be angelic and positive, and just show them that you're actually the better person than they are. Because I'll tell you what, even if you don't agree with somebody, you have to respect genuine love and positivity and maturity. You have to respect it. And if they don't, fuck them anyways. They're just a bunch of nasty people. But from his perspective, his argument should be you don't know these people. You don't know the way that they are. You don't know how stubborn and nasty they actually are. Being around them only arouses anger inside of me. Like, I can understand that too. Because somebody could be looking at me with a positive outlook on some things in my life, but they just don't know the type of person that I'm dealing with, you could say. And to explain to them would take hours, it would take weeks probably, the way some of these bizarre bozos behave. But, anyways, uh, I don't know his personal situation, but I would think if they're at least decent people and he has nobody else in his life and he longs for that, if he still longs for that, he should go to those family gatherings and just be gentle and sweet and kind and peaceful and remind them that he's actually a better person than they are, too. Not just a smarter person, but a better person. But anyways, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.